Yo, it's day number 50. I forgot to. Oh, I did update the date. Heck yeah. So, it's been a week, and the reason I took a break was I got pretty sad, and I was wondering if doing this actually provided any value to my life. Um, and inherently, something like this would take more than a month and a half to provide value, but I just wanted to see kind of the immediate effects. Basically, I wanted to slack off for a week because I was pretty sad. Um, so the effects that I noticed were mostly just me sliding back a little bit, taking a few steps back in that I slept in more, I uh, wasn't really thinking about goals as much. So it's nice to see that it has at least some uh, effects on my routine. But the main reason I came back was because uh, my even my fitness was starting to uh, slide a little bit. I kind of did core yesterday, but I skipped back and chest, and I really like doing back and chest, and I think the reason I skipped it was just that I forgot about it. Like I would go downstairs and do my shoulder exercises right now, but I want to actually get enough sleep, so I'm just gonna take the L. And I guess one of the effects of doing this is that uh, I'm more aware of what I want to do tomorrow, especially with a chart like this. So that's cool. Um, random slide. Uh, so yeah, hopping back into this, I definitely was lost in the mud. I guess that's one way to put it. In that, I wasn't sure which parts of this was providing value, and I think a lot of it is, a lot of the value I get out of this is just pointing out and calling out what I want to do in the short term. Um, because what I want to do in the long term is pretty intuitive, but connecting the short term to that long term is kind of hard. So the most value I get out of this is uh, sitting down and setting goals that build up to my long term goals. So I have exercise, and then eat enough. Uh, and this should be a pretty easy day because it's smoothie, overnight oats, which is basically as easy as leftovers, and then some leftover chicken. Oh my god, the chicken tonight was amazing. It was actually so good. Um, and it's chicken breast as well. Usually chicken breast doesn't turn out that good, but it came out really good. And then there's also buy one get one free uh, slow cooked something uh, that I'm just gonna put in the slow cooker for 8 hours, and that should be pretty good. I might need to grab like stock or something for it, but it was buy one get one free, and it's like almost a pound and a half of meat, so that's pretty awesome. And then um, as far as learning goes, there's a cybersecurity guy, kind of, who seems pretty like a good resource. He's kind of new to YouTube, but it seems like they're good videos. Um, so yeah, I'm probably gonna try to watch more of his videos. He has one video on resume making, and I think I'm also locked in on cybersecurity. So I might go for another um, degree, not degree, certification that isn't AWS. That said, AWS is still useful to cybersecurity, but I might go for another certification regardless. And then today I read probably like 60 pages of The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. I think reading is pretty important for my mental health, even if it's a mostly nonfiction book. Um, it kind of gives me some clarity, and even though I'm sitting here in the same spot I always sit. Uh, it's a bit of an escape, despite the fact that it's a nonfiction book, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I definitely need to be reading more. And I'm not sure if it's piracy. It may or may not be, but if a book is kind of old, you can just Google the book and PDF. Like The Tipping Point, most of Malcolm Gladwell's books are over 20 years old, or about 20 years old. So like Google just doesn't stop you. The very first link will be a PDF. And actually, if you Googled any of his books, there's a good chance the PDF would be on the front page, the first page of Google's results. So that's pretty interesting. So yeah, my plan tomorrow is read, watch some videos, and exercise and eat. So nothing too crazy, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. Um, yeah, my routine starts with getting oats and walking, or at least getting some morning sunlight, and then basically just chilling until the climbing gym opens, and that should be pretty fun. Looking forward to that. And then I also have slides for longer term goals, but I'm not really sure how to set up week goals. Should they be like metrics or should they be something specific? Like, for example, a metric based one would be study X amount of hours, like I did with my Security Plus certification, or should they be more, I guess the opposite of that would be finish a project, and to make it easier, it would be like find a project, and then I would refer to finish a project as finish the project or blah blah blah. Finish the Python blah blah. I don't know. I'm yapping because I want to go to bed. Um. And so yeah, I'm not sure how these goals would work, but the month goals or the longer term goals, I think longer term goals is um get in better shape. I'm in pretty good shape, to be honest. I've been looking at the mirror, pretty nice, but I do have uh, maybe a reason. Yeah, I do have some trips in the summer, so getting in better shape would be cool. Um, so to do that, it's just exercise and eat enough. Um, so that's pretty intuitive, and then also learn slash get job. Um, so find cybersecurity resources. Yeah, I think I'm locked in on cybersecurity as well. So a good amount of clarity, despite the fact that I took the week off. Um, I think that decision is pretty productive because it means I can devote my time to one specific domain. It basically is just a bunch of clarity. Anyways, I'm yapping. I wasn't as mindful of my communication today as I thought I would be. Maybe I should do these closer to the middle of the day instead of as I'm going to bed. Um, not sure. Oh, anyways, good night.